a capture conflict.
Yeah, remember we were going after those two guys down the road that were running and all that?
Yeah.
Well, then I believe you had another one
Well,
at
do you
the
want me
tower.
to? Do you want me to do it? You want me to do the prologue or whatever? Are we live?
No, hold on a second. I gotta adjust cameras because we have Rabbit right now, so I gotta adjust the cameras for when Rabbit is here.
I wrote it all out so I wouldn't forget. That's what I'm gonna do.
What else I can do is I can move you to the map.
All right, yeah, whenever y'all are ready.
All right, so starting off from last week, you were at the ruined tower. If somebody wanted to volunteer to do the prologue, if you have one of the conditions, hungry, thirsty, angry, afraid, or exhausted, you can take off that condition. If no one has one of those conditions,
Can you give it to somebody? Can you do it and give? Or the person has to do it?
no, the person with the condition would have to do it to erase the condition.
Okay. Does anybody have a condition?
And it's not supposed to be the same person from last time.
Well,
So
I
it can't be you then.
I wasn't here. I missed it, so I'm not really in the running.
Who
I
even
have
did it
one
last time? Rob raised his hand.
And
So I'll
there
do it?
is also something for jumping in if you weren't here last week. We'll cover that in just a moment.
Yeah, it's on you, Dennis.
All right. So, oh shit. Whoops. So last week, I wasn't here the week before that, and when you guys decided to go after the bandits, and then I came in and being the overbearing team leader that I am, said no, we're going to go to the farmstead, and maybe they're connected, maybe they're not, but so we did that, and we met Olaf and his family and helped them, and then we went into the camp phase where I guess I had made everybody angry before that. So Sir had to make some elixirs, and he had given those elixirs to himself and Clarendon. We met Olaf's son, Svein, and he led us to where the group led us to the path that led to the bandits from his farmstead. And I think we also learned that the bandits had Olaf's daughter, Misa and Mia. So then we decided to capture the bandits, who told us that there were 15 bandits at the ruins, and the leader's name was Abshorn. And then we went to the ruins. We captured the two bandits. I obviously was the MVP. We learned that there was a hidden shaft under the ruins, and we had planned to cut the rope that led down to where we believed the bandits were underneath the ruins. That Seth was going to cut the rope to the shaft. We were going to ambush the two bandits that were in the ruins, and that we were going to use by cutting the rope to leverage the release of the girls from underneath the ruins. Does that bring us up to speed?
Just a couple quick things. I will input the reason you were all angry. You were trying to heal the second-born son, Olet. He was injured in the fight from the night before with the bandits. And somebody had gone to cut that rope and noticed that it was actually a stairway going down. And as of right now, you are standing with two captured bandits. Now, jumping in, if you were not here last week, tell us what your character did while they weren't with the group, and then see here, you get to mark off. You can alleviate one condition: hungry, thirsty, angry, afraid, or exhausted. If you are taxed from nature, you may get a point back. Or you may note a test for advancement, pass or fail.
Okay. I guess. How far away are we from the town that we left at this point?
You were, I believe, just a few hours outside of town. Then you traveled a few more hours, probably maybe 8 hours from town, out in the
Okay.
wilderness.
Okay. Then I think Maxima was probably called away to investigate this dog that was raising hell. I remember when we got a bunch of character hooks, mine involved a needy dog. So maybe she hung back because the dog was following them and she took care of that the dog related issue and then got caught up maybe with her friend the haggler for a little bit, but has hiked out and tracked down the party.
All right. I don't think you had any conditions, did you?
I do have sick, but doesn't sound like that's a condition on the list. That'll go away.
You can, however, mark an advancement on one of your skills, either pass or fail. Say
On
you
any
use that.
skill.
Say you used that while you were Lassie had a kid in the well, and maybe you had to tie a rope to something to pull the kid out.
Okay. I will. So maybe I'll give myself a pass on Dungeoneer.
Okay.
I appreciate that Lassie is a reference that will never die.
How could it?
Well, it's one tier below Flipper, right?
I'd say it's
I
a tier
rem-
above,
Flipper, yeah, I meant Flipper
Above
was
Flipper.
a tier below.
Wait
They
till
were
you get
still
to like
showing
Rin
this
Tin
and
Tin.
I mean, in
Hmm.
fairness, though, they did make a new Flipper movie in the last 20 years. I haven't seen any Lassie movies.
Oh wait, wasn't there like a Flipper movie that was with Elijah Wood
Paul
back
Hogan.
in the day? Oh my god.
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
so
Flipper's getting more movies than Lassie. That's all I'm saying. Puts him a tier above.
so if we want to pick up where we left off last week with the two captured guards, you had discovered the stairway leading down underneath the ruins of the tower. You could also see a faint flicker of light coming up. Also, just so you're aware, the sun is starting to hang low. It's probably an hour or so till dusk.
Are we operating with the same team leader?
Yes, you'd still have the
Adventure
same.
leader. All right, well then it's Dennis who has to start talking with his mouth full.
Well, you can discuss too.
Also, Dennis, you're muted. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Could you hear me with my mouth full?
I can.
Okay, so I'm still the team leader.
I guess it's technically
Naturally.
the same adventure, so yeah.
Okay. So, what do you mean there's no shaft?
There was just a rope that led to a tarp that they had there. You asked me to cut like some sort of, I guess, rope bridge or whatever, but
Yeah.
just a tarp.
Did anybody hear us?
I doubt it. Nobody's come up so far.
So
You
let's sneak in
also
there.
hear no sign of anyone coming up the steps.
So let's sneak down there and get the girls.
You do remember that there's supposed to be 15 or 19 or something in the teens of them down there, right?
Who's with me?
Apparently we all have to be, so
No, I don't think that's the case. Is that the case for real?
you are the dictator of this adventure.
Okay.
I can try and reason with you, but at the end of the
Well-
day, you can get overzealous and tell us all what to do.
Well, if I'm the dictator, can I change my name?
For this one adventure. And then remember what you did to us, because we will do it back to you.
Okay.
He's not wrong about that.
So, what do you guys think we should do? Should we quietly go in?
You know,
should some people stay
now
out here?
remembering is that we left off saying that we would discuss this over the week.
We
And
did
I
not.
of us
vaguely
did.
do not remember having one discussion with anybody.
No, none of
Or
us
just-
discussed this at all.
Let's discuss it now.
Well, remember,
I
I
say-
had the plan that we just shout something up, and then because it's like a narrow stairway, so they'll
Right.
come up and we'll just nail them one at a time.
What if 15 come running?
Well, they still have to come up one at a time.
But if we sneak in there, we could see. Or we could send somebody that's got thieving skills.
Well,
To sneak.
Well,
unfortunately, we also don't know what it looks like down there, so it could literally just be a very obvious walk in, everyone sees you.
why don't you just ask the prisoners what it looks like down there?
Hey, it's a great idea. Go ahead, Seth.
Wait, me?
Sure. You're the talky talky one in the group.
No, I'm not. You want Maxima for that, but I don't think she's here right now.
Oh, hi guys, I'm here.
Wait, where the hell did you come from?
Oh, that's never. All I can say is never get yourself involved in canine drama. That's just leave it at that.
That's why I worship cats.
The musical?
Oh god, no.
Please, no, none of that.
You know, it's funny. According to this very handy chart that I made, Seth is very good at convincing people of things.
I don't know how, I have no persuasion skill.
Manipulate. No. Orate.
I have oratory, but that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
different thing, so.
It's weird. It's weird what these things are based on. It just, it's very
You
funny.
convince somebody with a powerful speech.
Remember that Sir is also calculating as part of his nature, so it's very much be funny that I do have like a list that I've made in my head about who is good at what. That's
I will
why
say-
it's not meta, Dennis.
I will say to Maxima,
I'm just burned because I'm second best. And number 2 is first loser. That's all.
Well, I mean, we do have people who drop in and out. That's why it's good to have a second best person, and Herrick is very middle of the road.
Awesome.
Well, the thing
I'll
is,
say-
it's also very much based on health and will, and Herrick has 4 and 4, and everybody else has gone up and down on both sides.
Oh, yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm just joking around. Yeah, I'm fine.
I say to Maxima, do you feel like interrogating these two to see if we can find out what's going on down there?
Oh, I love a good interrogation, but I also am a little bit out of the loop. What exactly do we expect to find down there?
Like standard fare, bandits,
Kidnapped child.
children.
Sorry. Kidnapped child.
Oh,
Two of
gracious.
them.
Another
Whoa.
one.
We stayed at a
Yeah.
farmhouse as... Sorry, this is the Herrick recap thing again. We stayed at a farmhouse. The bandit problems extended to the farmhouse. They captured one of their kids. This is where the kids probably captured 2 kids, right? 2 kids.
Yes.
Yes.
There's
Now
2 kids
two.
down there.
Ugh.
So you
They're
remember that last
multiplying.
adventure you went on? Double it.
She gets a steely look, and she'll say, one side, she'll push somebody out of the way,
Ow!
and storm towards the captives. Now listen here.
Adventure leader, that sounds like we're going to do a test for Maxima, are you going to try and persuade or manipulate?
Let's see what I've got. I have 2 in persuade, I believe, and none in manipulator. So I'll be persuasive.
Adventure leader? That's what
Yeah.
these are doing? All right.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will tell you that that is going to be an obstacle of only 2.
Can anybody help?
Okay. Yeah, can anyone help me persuade?
Absolutely.
Well, we know Seth can.
Oh, I can.
I have no persuasion
Yeah,
skill.
sorry. I think manipulator is the help skill for persuade, isn't it?
I have no manipulation
Oh,
skill
I
either.
thought you did. Sorry.
No, I told you. I have oratory. That's it.
Sorry, let me just double check what the help skill is.
I have persuade. Can I help with persuade?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I will say though, persuade and manipulation are 2 things on my list. I need to do those more often.
Yeah. Persuader and manipulator is the loop that I keep referencing. That only persuader can help manipulator, and only manipulator can help persuader.
Okay. So it sounds like I've got 1 helper, right?
Yes.
Oh,
And since you're sick, you are obviously not fresh.
yep, not fresh. Oh, and does sick reduce my roll? What does sick do? I get minus 1d to skills. Oh, okay. So I should have rolled. Unless it already factored it in, maybe?
Do you have it checked? If it is checked, I believe that should be counted in with your roll.
Well, how
How
much
many
your
did you-
skill in persuader?
My skill is 2. It looks like it rolled 3d6, which would be my skill plus the help. So I think I need to lose one of those.
Well, that would just be the 2 then.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
still have 1 success, which is
Still
still
have
a
1
fail.
success. Still a fail.
Do you have any fate or?
Persona?
I do have 3 fate and 1 persona point. Outstanding.
And if
So-
you would like to burn those, quick reminder for you. You can use 1 point of fate to re-roll all 6s as new dice. Or you can use a persona point to add dice to your roll up to 3.
Okay, well, I have more fate currently, and I have rolled a 6. So let me start with that and roll 1 more die. And that's a fail.
Just a clarification on something. When you say roll
Yeah.
a 6 as a new die, is that in addition to or replacing?
It would have to be
that
in
is
addition,
in
'cause
addition to.
Okay.
replacing would be a bad thing that you
Yeah.
would not want.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that
very
is-
much the word fate showing up there. It's the same way we use luck in Ironclaw, right? That it can be bad or it can be good. That's why the wording was confusing me, so I wanted to really double check. Because if it
There's,
was bad,
Although it could only ever be as good or worse, right? Because it is a 6.
May not have read the very last sentence, which says, as if they were new dice.
It's
Well,
a weird way to phrase it.
well, that's
but
what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's as if they were new dice means replacing, and
No.
not if they were new
No.
dice. That's replacing, as if they were new dice.
No, that you rolled your first set of dice, now you get to roll 2 new dice.
That's what I'm saying. That last sentence does not read that way to me, which is why I'm asking clarification. If they were new dice, as if they were new dice is if you like. It didn't have the as if part. If it just said roll new dice, no questions asked. As if they were new dice tells me to pick up the dice I just rolled and roll them again, as if they were new dice.
No, that's in addition to.
I get that too, but also again, there would be absolutely no advantage to re-rolling your 6s in that case, unless you wanted to fail.
Well, because that only explodes when you use the fate point. So you pick up your 6 and then roll it again, and then it explodes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now I'm confused. So whenever you roll a 6, you get to roll another die?
If you use a fate point.
I see. Okay. distinction.
Limited
there.
advantage. We're going from no advantage to limited advantage.
Gotcha.
Sometimes that's all we need, though.
It didn't pan out in this case, however. Can I continue to spend points to make this thing succeed?
Yes, you can.
All right, we'll use my persona, and I will roll another die. There we go. Okay, so that will bring it to 2 successes.
All right, then. In that case, yeah, these, they're kind of beat up after the fight to capture them, as well as they're now tied up and at your mercy. So they're pretty quick to give up any information. What specifically were you going to ask them?
Well, we wanted to know what the conditions were at the bottom of this pit, hole, whatever it is, right? So I'd want to ask them to tell us about how many people were down there and what they were doing. I mean, I guess, yeah, what they're doing, and if the girls are okay. That would be my prime objective.
They are one's locked up in a back room. The other one is being used as a servant. At the
How
bottom
many?
of the stairway is a guard room. There is probably up to 4 people in there right now. I'm not sure how many. The other guy's kind of shouldering into him. Shh, don't! What are you doing?
You heard it.
No, you're doing very well, Humphrey. Just keep going. These poor children's lives are at stake, and you're doing the right thing.
Don't be like Bogart.
Yeah, fuck Bogart.
Fuck him.
Oh, you know Humphrey?
Humphrey and I have a rapport now. But I'll convey this information to the group if they're not standing around hearing it for themselves. And yep.
And also, that is now going to do another turn, which is going to bring everybody to the grind.
Here we go.
Nice.
So, if you are not hungry and thirsty, you are now hungry and thirsty.
Uh-oh.
Did we have time to alleviate that last session?
No, you did not.
Okay, so I start this hungry and thirsty.
In that case, you should have a list for the grind on your character sheet. You would mark the condition underneath.
Exhausted.
Did we already burn through all of our rations and stuff?
Oh no, we just didn't
No.
have a chance to eat.
Yeah, because you were literally going into combat. I believe you tried talking to him. That did not work. Swords were already drawn.
Was this the 2 guys we sent running off naked, or was this these 2 guys?
It's these
The
two guys.
2 bandits. Right here. 2 guys went back down. There were 2 guys by the fire.
Yeah, no, I know. Just last session we got into 2 different conflicts with 2 different individual 2 people.
Yes.
That's right. You got it. So there's 4 down there.
We're down.
4 in the guardhouse, at least. And we know that one of the girls is working as a servant, the other one is locked up in the far back. That's pretty much the gist, yes?
Seems so.
Oh, sorry, did these 2 say how many there were total?
No, they did not. They just said there's 4 in the guardhouse.
It'd be up to 4 in that guard room at the bottom of the stairs.
Right, but I mean, did you ask them how many total that were down there?
I did not. Or I did and they didn't tell me, I guess.
Well, if we work off the numbers of the previous 2...
You had not asked that question yet, if how many in total were down there.
If we work off the numbers of the previous 2, and we subtract the 2 that we have up here, then there's 13 down there. In which case, that would mean there's 4 in the guardhouse, leaving 9 rest on the complex. And then
that's
you
still
can
not
keep that a
including their
vague
leader.
number, because there could be give and take of lies or deceit.
That also is not accounting for whoever the leader is either.
Well, I assume the leader is one of the number.
Well, let's go down there.
Be a very weird ploy just to say, haha, I tricked you. I said 9, but there was 9 and our leader!
You're back, guys. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay. Do we want to take a snack break before we go down there, since we're all now hungry and thirsty?
Like
Probably a good idea.
snacks.
It's because I believe hungry and thirsty will affect your disposition if you get into a conflict.
Yeah, that's
I
a good
burn
idea.
I burn through a ration, so
So do I.
actually no. I'm gonna drink my wine.
So if everyone in the group was hungry and thirsty, we would have a -5 to our total disposition.
Yeah.
I believe you only count tired and, hungry and thirsty once during your disposition.
Right, but per individual, or does that mean if we have one person, if we have 2 people who are hungry and thirsty, we still only take 1 to our total disposition?
That is correct.
Huh.
Only apply that penalty once, though.
This
So
is
if
Steve.
two
We never
people are
feed
hungry-
Steve.
It is only -1. The effect of hungry and thirsty, yes, it's -1 success to your disposition.
Well, that's why I thought it was per person, because it's listed on the sheet. So I figured if every sheet has it.
No. The reading in the book is only apply this penalty once, though. So if 2 people are hungry, it is only -1 success to your disposition.
In the back of my mind, I was thinking how to make this game deadlier.
It does
you
that pretty good
sure?
on its own.
I mean, it's pretty rough.
You're
Like, if we're not
saying,
careful.
are you sure, Rob? We're in, session 3 now, and no one's died yet. Dennis knows how it could be.
You've already replaced your character, dude.
He didn't die.
Thank you.
That's true.
Thank you, Rob.
So, are we
We already metagamed.
going downstairs?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
That's
who
what the
wants to
party
go
leader
first?
What's that? What did
So,
you say?
Harrick, you're leading us, yes?
Yeah, I'm leading. That's right, of course.
So you're going first, yes?
Of course.
Good, I'll take the rear.
This is the argument you made last session, so we have to follow through.
Well, does anyone else have a better plan before we go down?
I already gave my better
Well-
plan. We're ignoring.
I'm an equal
have them-
opportunity listener.
Have them come up here and take them one at a time, though I'm not exactly sure that will actually work in our favor.
Oh yeah, sure. Taking them on 4 to 5 or possibly 15 at a time is probably the better idea. You're totally correct. Wait,
Yeah.
How good are you at fighting again?
I'm terrible at it, but
Oh
here's
yeah,
the
that's what I thought. All right, let's follow. Let's go into our deaths.
No,
Well, hang on.
You misunderstand the problem. What is the guarantee that they'll all come up the stairs?
Well, it's the only way that they have to come out.
But some of them will just probably retreat back and get more people.
Sure.
Right.
It's still a limited entrance, though.
They also do
Thank
have
you.
hostages.
Right.
Do that
Is
too.
there anybody good at sneaking? Maybe we could have somebody sneak down, and then some other people up here can cause a distraction to bring more of them out, so that we can have 1 or 2 people down there that sneak down to try to get the girls out without having to go after everybody. Maybe we could do something like that.
I am not opposed to sneaking or putting myself in danger, but if there's only one point of ingress to this place that we know of, we'd have to sneak all the way in and all the way back, unless we plan to get everyone out of the hole first, but then we'll have what we think like 15 guys to deal with, so
Potentially.
I don't know.
But they did say that they were in a guard room. So if they're in a guard room, then there's a hallway. So
That is an assumption. It could just be the room that's the first room that this path enters.
maybe we should have somebody that sneak down and get a better look.
It
and
really
then come
seems like
back.
you're all in on the sneak idea, so we just better decide who we're going to sacrifice first.
No, that's not true, sir. I am open to options. You're not helping.
If it gets us closer to rescuing those poor children, then I would volunteer my services as a part-time burglar to try to sneak down there.
Yeah, see what's going on, and then come back and tell us, and then we can formulate a better plan. That's more to Sir's liking.
Okay. That sounds like scouting.
Yeah, I'm making up for my lack of skill rolls for the first 2 to 3 sessions of this game now.
I've only got you for like an hour or two, so
While I'm sick. Yeah, I guess.
yeah, there you go.
That's why I said it was hilarious. His last session was all your skill set.
Yeah, we did great.
You did.
Yeah, all of us got angry.
All right. So before we do this, I do have a nature of sneaking. I don't know how to leverage that though for this.
That would be tapping your nature. I'll bring it up so I can read it straight to you. Page 110.
I don't think I'm going to be able to help you with that, unfortunately.
It's okay.
No,
It
I
can be
think
a
the only
solo
way you
mission.
can really help somebody else with stealth is to create a distraction, which would involve luring them all out.
Hey, do you want to do that?
Oh, I have Scout, right? So you can help. I can help.
And
Yeah,
I
if you
can
want to
help.
come with.
So that's
All
2.
right, party.
So everyone goes down then.
Well, you'll still
d-
make this as a role. People can help if you can narratively explain how you are helping. You
I
may
am.
tap your nature to perform heroic acts. Spending a persona point before the die are rolled allows a player to add their current nature rating to their ability or skill for the test. This is
Ooh.
within your character's nature, so if you are successful, there is no tax. If you fail your test while using your nature, you will be taxed the margin of failure.
But
I
it's
will be
not permanent,
taxed
right?
the margin of failure. Interesting. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. I got a nature of 4 over here, and 4 dice is not bad.
Just remember,
And
if you hit
never
one,
mind.
if you hit 1, you retire. Get
I
7,
will
you're also retired.
Well,
That's
tax
true,
is different than actually reducing your nature. If you were to tax your nature to 0, then all the tax would be removed and your maximum nature would then reduce by 1. Or you
Gotcha.
could reduce your nature simply to erase all of your tax.
Interesting. Okay. Well, it's actually a moot point because I spent my last persona point on my last roll, so I won't be doing that, I guess. So I'm not gonna use the built-in dice roller because it's not accounting for my sickness. So I will just roll this freehand. But I'm scouting. I have
Yes.
2 for scout, -1 for sick, and I don't think we have a way to
No one's narratively thrown
Help.
in how they're helping.
Yes.
I have no I honestly have no way to help, so I'm gonna just stay out of it, honestly.
Well, how I can help is I can make sure to keep the maximum amount of light from getting in, well, by keeping the tarp down as much as possible as you're sneaking under it. Does that work?
I don't. Does that
Doing
work?
that, however, will be putting you into dim light until you get to the bottom of the stairs, which would increase the obstacle.
Well, shit.
Maxima, don't fall down the stairs.
Right now, it is 2 obstacles that you'll
Can't you
have
see
to
in dim
overcome.
light there?
Hmm.
No, no one can see in dim or dark light. Torchbearer.
Do you wanna? Are we burning a torch or candle for that, or
So I
would
mean,
that
I
just give
completely
away the
kind of just
position?
no. That's obviously what you don't do while you're stealthing. Is light a giant. Here I
Hey,
am.
who's the adventure leader, sir? Is it me or is it you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was still a democracy where I could have a voice. Go
We
ahead,
already
dictator.
We already determined that it was dictator. I don't
Well,
think we should do the torch.
we're in trouble now then because I only have 1 die because I'm sick, so I have no chance of succeeding at this point. So maybe I'm not the one who goes down to do this because I can't win. I keep sneezing and giving away my position.
Hey, Herrick, didn't you say you were really good at stealth?
It's scouting, right?
Yeah, it's same role.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll do it then. If we have no objections, then Herrick will scout down.
Yeah, plus
So,
you're not
no-
sick.
I'm not sick. That's right. And so I have 2. And no help. And, all right.
Well, the
I
problem
guess.
is that helping you also increases the difficulty on the obstacle, which means
Right.
+1, -1. So
All I need is 2, right? I don't have any pluses or anything, right? No.
yeah,
here we
no
go.
one's fresh.
Actually, I am going to give you a extra die for a condition you're not aware of as of yet.
Okay.
Ooh,
Everyone down here is blind.
So just add a modifier.
You'll just add an extra die to your roll.
Do I put the obstacle in?
Yes, that
It's
should
2.
pop up.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Wow. There's my good roll
So
for the session, guys.
good
you
timing for it,
quietly
though.
sneak down the stairs. The stairs make a quick turn before you reach the bottom, coming to a open doorway. Use a map. You are on a stairway right here. What you can see into the doorway,
Yeah, what do I see?
you can see 4 bandits sitting at a table. There's a bunch of food laid out. They don't appear to be paying attention to any of you as of yet. They look to be playing cards at the table, and they are very intent. They're looking at the cash in the middle table quite intently. There is also a young girl. Looks probably the older sister. She's got a tray full of food and some tankards. She is looking in your direction. You're not sure if she sees you or not.
Okay. Can I like signal her, wave to her?
I'd
You could
say
try.
let's not.
What was that?
I'd say
You
let's not, because she might return the gesture and give us away.
I'm gonna wave to her.
Power's gun to his head.
Wave, come over here.
You're waving her over?
Yeah.
She is going to give you a quick shake of the head no.
Okay. Can I see down the hall, or is it just into this room?
You'd have to put your head around the corner a little bit.
Okay, I want to do that.
Peeking your head to your right, the room comes to an end. Looking off to your left, there's a door. You think you see just a little bit of another door that is opened right here. Like the very edge of the door is sticking out.
Okay. So where can I see in? Is there like a window right here where I'm pinging?
It's just a doorway,
Okay.
stone archway, end of the stairway leading into a room. There is
Can I go-
no door.
Okay. Since they're not paying attention, can I go past the doorway? I mean, how big's the doorway? Would they?
It is
think
a
that they would-
regular sized doorway, maybe 4 or 5 feet wide enough for one person to go through. You could certainly try and sneak through there. That would be another scouting test, however.
Okay, I'll go back up to the group, right? Because I'm the only one down
Well,
here.
actually put us to, I believe, turn 10. You're going to scout past them.
We all know what happens on turn 10. Nothing.
Yeah, right now it's turn 9.
Okay. I'll go back up and let everybody know.
I recall all the cards. You said you're going back up and telling everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, you don't need to make any roll.
Okay. So there's 4 bandits in a room and a girl serving them food. They're counting their money. So I had an idea. What if 2 of us wear the bandits' clothes and try to act like the bandits and walk down there and scout out more of the place?
Ooh, yes! Maxima will raise her hand.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 1. You got anybody else? I know Sir's not going to want to do it.
I mean, I for one appreciate that we've at this point will have stripped 4 people naked. All of one
I assume
organization.
Fair, so.
Wait, don't we
To be
already
fair,
have
we
their
have-
clothes? Don't we already have their clothes?
I don't think
Yeah, we
so.
do.
Do we? I didn't think we took them. I thought we just told them to take them off.
Yes, you just told them to take them off.
Oh, right. I
Unless
forgot.
it says it in somebody's inventory.
Yeah, that's what I say. I forgot how we're very
Mm-hmm.
inventory focused on this game. So I know I didn't. So
Yeah, so if 2 of us were to dress up, we might be able to pass by and kind of scout out more of the place.
well, it seems if that's your plan, then the 2 people to go with would have been Seth and Maxima.
I agree with that.
Well, so out of character, were there other halflings in the among the bandits? Because she might stick out if, yeah.
Oh, you're the wrong party to take it back now.
I have no idea. Did I notice that any of them were smaller individuals?
Honestly, I
all
just
you've
assumed they
seen
were
is
human.
humans.
Hey, Dennis. Just want to say, as per what happened last time, maybe somebody was kneeling down on the floor to pick something up and you thought they were a halfling.
Right. Well, was there anybody kneeling on the floor?
No,
Okay.
they were all humans sitting at the table.
I did not see any smaller individuals.
Maybe
I'm
one of
trying
them
to
has a kid.
I'm just trying to make
Wait.
it a little bit more fun there, Theta.
Oh no! I perhaps I have an
Oh,
idea.
no, yeah. It's fun for me to put Red in a very deadly scenario. So that's why I propose.
Well, I have an idea. Maxima, maybe we can take you prisoner.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, I like it. Like a dangerous and hardened captive.
Oh, yeah, it's the Chewbacca.
It's
Okay.
the Chewbacca.
Or
It
maybe
is
Seth,
whatever that language is.
Seth dresses up as one of them and pretends he found a baby, and we dress you up like a toddler.
Maxima will pout at that suggestion.
Maybe they were getting ready to eat the baby. You know, bandits.
You're not helping, Clingerton.
All right. So who could be the other bandit?
You.
You are
Fair enough.
literally the only other human.
All right. Well then, let's do that. So I guess we'll dress up as the bandits and Seth and I, and then we will take Maxima as captive, but we'll just kind of walk past the other bandits and try to figure out what else is going on down there. We won't hey, we've got another prisoner.
Well, maybe another
Thank you.
suggestion. Well, we're
Yeah, go ahead,
still
sir.
having a conversation about this. Maybe
Yes.
you ought to ask those two bandits that we have tied up over there if they have like a password or something.
Hey, that's a good idea. Why don't you have at it, sir?
I think you mean Maxima.
You don't require making another roll to get any more information out of them. You've already persuaded.
Okay.
Who was it? Humphrey?
Humphrey!
All right.
Hey,
Humphrey
Humphrey.
and Bogart.
Is there a password, and can I borrow your pants? That's basically what we're asking him.
I mean, we're going to take the pants anyway, but, no
Right.
reason to be mean about it.
What was the first question? What
Is
was
there a
that first-
password?
There is a password. It is you have to knock on the side of the wall as you're coming down the stairway at the bottom. It is 4 knocks. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Interesting.
Can we tell if he's lying?
I will say because you succeeded at your persuasion check, you're confident that he is not lying to you. That and his buddy next to him keeps elbowing him, or at least trying to. Shh, don't,
Okay.
coward!
So what do you do when you're going down there? You just do 1, 2, 1, 2, and then what? Everybody leaves you alone?
Sounds like it.
Unless they know you, they might talk to you.
Mm-hmm. What are the names of the other bandits down there?
I don't know their names. We are a scattered group. Boss just picked up a few new guys.
Is Abshorn
Simple,
down there?
They're Clark, Gable, Rhett, and Butler.
Do love a themed gang.
Mhm.
You're welcome.
All right.
I do
Silver
like the
Screen
concept you
Gang.
sit down here and you talk out this whole guy's backstory, so in case one of these guys asks you a question. Right, but what was your middle daughter's name?
Samantha, obviously.
And how were you
Who
orphaned?
won the championship last season? What was the name of the game from Final Fantasy that they kept playing?
Which Final Fantasy?
7, I think.
Well, in 10, there was Blitzball.
Yeah, 10 Blitzball, 11 it's the card game.
Whoa.
8 is
May
also
have
the
been
card
Blitzball.
game. Triple Triad.
Triple Triad. That's
Oh,
right.
that's right, Triple Triad's from 8, not 11.
Been a while since I played.
I can't remember
anyway.
a game that happens at 7.
So
You're not missing much.
we are getting dressed up in some bandit clothes.
Yes, we are.
I guess so.
Seth, you got this.
Oh, I know I got this, but I have a feeling... they'll probably know I'm not part of their ilk.
Ah,
No. What am I supposed to be doing while you're pretending to be bandits?
Stay up here with me.
yeah, and watch. Don't let those other two jokers get away.
So, regarding dressing up, what are we basically putting on? What are we removing?
You will have on your sheet under your inventory. I don't think you actually have slots for your regular clothes, so you would
Well, we got
simply be.
it's like torso, hands, belt, head, all that kind of stuff.
Does any of those spots have something like pants or shirt?
No.
I think
That
it's
I'm
more
wearing
so
right
the
now,
idea:
no.
what would the bandits be wearing that I wouldn't be wearing, or that sort of thing. Like,
Well, yeah, changing your clothes wouldn't have an effect on your inventory.
right. But
Oh,
do
okay,
you
okay.
go your backpack while you go down there? Do you wear your cape when you go down there? The bandit didn't wear a cape or wear a backpack. That's the effect on your inventory part, which I think is being discussed.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm asking to make sure. Because if I have to take off the backpack, I will. But
Neither of them had on a backpack.
then I will take off my backpack. I will. Who has free space for a backpack?
Not I. You know what? You know what? Actually, I do believe I do know somebody who has free space for a backpack. Her name is Gaia, the Mother Earth. Put it on the floor.
Reminder, it's here, and inside is 2 sacks.
You should never put more bags inside your bags.
It's the only way I can fit them.
You get a backception.
But yeah, no, I mean anything that you're normally have that the bandits didn't would probably or possibly give you away. Or raise questions like, hey, where'd you get that new backpack? Or hey, where'd you get that ratty old backpack?
Yeah.
That Louis Vuitton?
No, it's
Clark
it's
Gable.
Hugo Boss.
It's a Fugazi.
All right, so I'm dropping the backpack. Inside is 2 small sacks and my torches. All I have is my spellbook and rations on me. Then
Okay. So the two of you are going to travel down the steps. Sorry, the three of you.
Uh-huh.
I will not require any roll going down the steps. And also, you took a lot of time preparing as well as coming up with the whole idea of the prisoner. I am going to call that a good idea. You don't need to roll, and you'll automatically succeed. You come down the stairs, you do the knock 4 times, knock, 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 knock. The guards barely even register that any of you are there. They kind of look up. Ah, a new kid to be a servant. Good job. Barely even looking up from the cards at the table.
All right.
They're
and,
looking rather distrustingly at each other and then at the pile of money in the middle of the table.
we walk past.
yep.
Maxima
And also-
stifles. She hates being called a human child.
Hang in there for now.
You can also see that it is indeed a door here. It is about halfway open. The door here is closed.
And where are we?
We're in the room now with these guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
here. So it would be.
So let's walk through the
Yes.
closed door.
Or straight through a wall, as it looks like.
Yeah, sorry,
I
I'm getting the
disappeared.
3 of you together real quick. There you go.
Going through the close. Oh, excuse me. Going through the closed door first.
Sure.
These are just quickly going through the room and into the closed door.
Yep, I think that works.
All right, then you quickly go over, open up the door. I presume you're kind of doing it casual.
Uh-huh.
Super cash.
Does the older girl there, does she like make any moves or notice anything?
She is not making any moves towards you or signaling towards you. It does look like she's moving over to the table, like she's taking away tankards and empty plates. She may actually be trying to distract them for you.
Very nice.
But that next room appears to be empty. May have been some kind of storage. There's 2 doors in the room. You can see where they are located. Quick thing
Yeah.
for you, however, whenever you see my doors in a dungeon, I show them as opened and closed just so you can see what direction the doors open into or out of the room.
Okay. So I guess we walk into the room and close the door.
All right. You can move yourselves if you want to.
Where do we go?
To the only room that's open.
Where are we gonna go? You're not with us.
No, it's just a dumb question. I can't stop myself from answering dumb
Which door do you
questions.
want to take?
There's 2 doors though. Which are we going, east or south?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could potentially go further in if we go south. So maybe we should go east. I guess we want to do this a little bit more quickly, right?
Yes, let's not tarry. I vote south.
Very well.
South
To
it
south
is.
it is.
The door is not locked, opens easily. Revealing another room. This one looks like it is used for storage for the booty they've been collecting. Looks like these must be the same bandits that are going after the merchants. The room is full of beer and wine casks.
Oh, wine you say? Any good one?
Looks like it, yes.
Oh god, I'm so tempted right now. Fuck.
You don't
We don't
think
have
you'll be
time.
able to carry any of the casks out there. The wine casks are like the half keg size, probably weigh 30, 40 pounds a pop. The kegs of beer, they're full size barrels.
Alright, so this is gonna be... Oh god. I know we don't have time for this, but if you can indulge me for just a quick moment. Can I use my wine wise to determine the best wine here and fill up my wineskin?